Hi, my name is Natalie Williams. I am a certified yoga teacher. In this video, we are going to do yoga for beginners. Make sure you always consult with your physician prior to engaging in any exercise routine. Find a nice tall seat, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. If this is too extreme for your hips, you can place something underneath you to sit on like a pillow or a towel. Lift up tall, ears over shoulders, lifting up, up, up. Then let's go ahead and drop your chin to your chest and gently roll each ear to each shoulder. You can go as slow as you need to and pause in any place that feels extra good to you. Then lift up and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Pause, let's go the other direction, up and over. Then let's go ahead and close our eyes, bring your hands to your heart, and just focus on your breathing. Draw your awareness to the tip of your nose and take a deep inhale and exhale. Now there's 4 parts to the breath: the inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause. And repeat a few more times. Good. One more. Deep inhale. Pause and exhale. Next, let's go ahead and roll onto all fours in a tabletop position. This is a very common pose that you'll find yourself in. Your back is flat, parallel with the ground. Your hands are gripping the ground with your fingertips, and your knees are underneath your hips with about a hip width distance between your knees. From here, we're gonna tuck the tailbone in and arch your back and drop your chin down towards the ground. This is called cat pose. Your back is arched really high right here, and you're separating your shoulder blades. From here, we're gonna drop the belly, lift the shoulders, lift the bottom into cow pose. Let's see if we can sync these two together. So take a deep inhale here. Then exhale, round the bottom, drop your head, and arch your back as high as you can back into the cat pose. Inhale, cow. Heart up, chest up, chin up, butt up. Exhale, cat. Tailbone tucked in, head tucked in. One more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Then find a tabletop. Back to the tabletop, tuck the toes under. Hands come about a hand length in front of you. Lift the hips up off the ground. You can keep your knees bent if you'd like to into downward facing dog, or you can straighten them. But you wanna make sure that your bottom is the highest peak here. Your back is flat, your head is relaxed. Go ahead and shake no, 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 and yes, yes, yes. And pull those ears away from your shoulders. Make sure that your weight is in the fingertips as well to alleviate the wrist from all that pressure. Drop the heels down to the ground and hold. From here, it's called walking your dog. Basically, all you're gonna do is you're gonna bend one knee a little bit more than the other, drop one heel down, and then switch back and forth on your own. Notice whenever you feel a deep stretch, how it releases, but don't overdo it. So yoga, the word means union or yoke. So basically we're connecting everything from our breath in our body and listening to our body, which is important. Shift your gaze up to your hands and walk your feet there to a forward fold. So again, listen to your body. Bend your knees if you need to. You can crisscross the arms and relax the head. If your legs are completely straight, if you're already really flexible here, you wanna make sure you're shifting the weight towards your toes so you're not hyperextending the knees. And again, bent knees are fine. Modifications are beautiful and they're designed for each person, different days, whatever you feel. You can rock side to side if you'd like. But from here, we're in forward fold. Go ahead and drop the hands down. Send the weights to the heels and roll up very slowly with your head being last. Pulling those ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Let's bring your hands to your heart. Sink your weight to your heels, navel in and up into chair pose. Your knees are about hip length apart. You do not want your knees over here. You want to be back like you're sitting in a chair, hence chair pose. Arms can come up if you can. If that's too extreme on your back, modify, hands come into your chest. From here, we're gonna shift the weight to the right leg. Left leg steps back into high lunge. Very popular poses in yoga. Arms come up right here. From here, we're gonna do warrior pose. So warrior 2, take your back left foot, pivot it back to the ground. So I'm gonna look a little bit more closer to you. So my right leg is in front, my left leg is back, and my foot is completely flat on the ground. From here, your hips are not forward, they're not back, they're neutral. Right arm is in front, left arm is in back, and relax the shoulders. So it's really common for this right knee to fall in. You wanna pull the right knee out and try to relax the shoulders and arms parallel with the ground. Holding warrior 2. From here, let's shift both hands up towards the sky. This is warrior 1. Same thing with the legs are still in place. Bring your hands to your heart, pivot the back foot, back to the lunge pose again. Lean forward and let's step forward back to chair. So holding it here, into chair pose, weight is in the heels, navel in and up. Bring both arms up to the sky. This time we're gonna step the right leg back into left lunge. Your knee is directly on top of that heel. You're on the ball of the back foot. Your hips are forward, shoulders relaxed, and take a few breaths here in and out. From here, we're gonna pivot the back foot. Your foot is a little bit facing forward because you wanna make sure it's going in the same direction that your knee is. It could be out here, that's okay too. Everybody's body is designed a little different. Your left knee is pulled out so you can see that big toe. See how my hips are tilted? Tilt them so that they're nice and aligned with the ground. Left arm in front, right arm back, relax those shoulders. Feel free to look over the left hand between these two peace fingers and holding this warrior 2. Few breaths in and out. Relax those shoulders. Then square your chest to the front to warrior 1. Pivot the back foot so you're on the ball of the foot back to that lunge. Lean forward, step forward. Your hands can stay up high or you can bring them close to your heart into chair pose. From here, we're gonna stand up nice and tall. Inhale, lift up and back. Then bring your hands back together. I'm gonna square you, you stay where you are. Holding tall here, bring your feet out wide. This is called mountain pose. It's your anatomical position. It's where your body aligns naturally, and this is a good fundamental place to always keep in mind. Go ahead and close your eyes and just feel your body right now, and just notice it. Then bring your hands to your heart. Walk your feet a little bit closer together. Look in front of you about 2 to 3 feet in front of something that's not moving. I'm going to mirror you. Shift your weight to your left leg. Kick the right leg out. Shoulders back, navel in and up. Make sure that your hip is not going out either way. Lifting tall, tall, tall. This is tree pose. You can stay here or you can pick up the foot wherever it allows you to. Make sure this heel is not pushing against that knee. Holding here, if you want to bring your hands over, you can bring them over or out. You can be any tree pose you like to be. Just find that focus. Deep breaths in and out. Then let's go ahead and gently place the right foot down. Shift your weight over to the right. Pull the left leg out. Watch out for the hips moving and lift up tall. Go ahead and place that foot up wherever you can comfortably and bring your hands to your heart. You can be up here, you can be here. Again, this is your practice. A few breaths in and out. Then let's go ahead and gently place that left leg down and go ahead and close your eyes and just feel your body again, moving those feet out back into mountain pose, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Then bring the feet together again, still on balancing here. I'm gonna just turn so you can see me a little bit better. Keep your right leg down, shoulders back, navel in and up. Weight goes in the right leg. Left leg kicks up if you can. If you can't hold on to it, try to find a wall and place your heel against it. Little by little, you'll start to gain flexibility into this hip and quad region. Holding it here, right arm in front into dancer's pose. If you can kick up a little bit more and hold it here. Few breaths in and out. Doing the best you can and just learning more about your body. Very gracefully, keyword, gently come down. I'm gonna turn to the other side so you can see me. You stay where you are. Shifting your weight into your left leg now. Shoulders back, find that spot on the ground that's not moving. It's called a 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣𝙚. Kick the right leg back, shoulders back, navel in and up. Keep the knee facing down and go ahead and kick into that back right foot if you can. Left hand in front. If you can go all the way, you can kick all the way. Just keep focused and don't compare yourself to anybody else but yourself. Holding it here, a few more breaths. In and out, relax that shoulder. Keep the knee and hip down if you can. And gently lower. Shake it out a little bit. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Then bend your knees back to chair. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Then inhale, swoop your arms up and back. We're gonna do something called a swan dive. You hinge from your hips, your heart is up, your chest is up, and your hands come down to the ground, bending your knees whenever you need to. Walk your hands in front of you, tuck the toes underneath you, downward facing dog. Relax the head. Then gently lower the legs back to that tabletop position you're in. Let's go ahead and turn onto our bottom now. Switching over. Place your hands underneath your legs, shoulders back. You can pick one leg up or both legs up into boat pose. If you want to extend the legs, you can extend the legs, or you can keep it here. But if you notice any tension on that back, keep them bent and you can even place them down, no problem. Then from here, we're gonna go ahead and place the legs down. Place the feet down into butterfly pose and come forward. Stay here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, coming down just a little bit more. Then gently go ahead and come on up. And we're gonna go ahead and come onto our backs now. So bring those knees into your chest and rock side to side. Then place the heels down on the ground, hands come down, shoulders come down, and lift the hips up off of the ground into bridge pose. Make sure your chin stays up so you have that curvature in your lower back. Then gently lower one vertebrae down at a time. Bring both knees into your chest and drop both of them over to the left. You typically want to drop your knees over to the left first, or twist over that right shoulder first, because it just helps with your digestive tract. Go ahead and just relax where you can. You shouldn't be up here. Try to release into it. Few breaths in and out. See if you can focus on breathing in and out of your nose. It helps keep the moisture in your body. Then squeeze your core, bring the knees up and drop them over to the right side. Deep inhale and exhale. Then take this left shoulder and bring it over and curl into a little ball to the right. Just helps drain your heart. Then gently go ahead and round on up, nice and slow. Close your eyes and take a few breaths in and out. Then bring your hands together. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure that you always consult your physician before and after any exercise program.